Elam, right here.
That's all I have, is these two. I have. Even Goodman or Stanton. Okay, Mr. Bendy, that's you. 26 CR 417 is called. The state of Texas versus Ashton Bendy. Right. He's not. If he's asking for consideration for a bond reduction, I don't have a public safety report.
Judge, we don't have access to that because he's a juvenile certified as an adult, so we don't have access to get one.
Does the state know if there were any transferred to adult status that he was convicted of?
Just
This one, right? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, sir.
This murder. All right. In this cause number, you were here with Mr. Burbank, your attorney, and as you know, you were indicted on March 25th of this year. This alleges that on or about December 30th, New Year's Eve, I guess, close to New Year's Eve, of 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the first degree felony of murder by intentionally, knowingly shooting the victim with a firearm. And that in paragraph 2, it goes on to state that with intent to cause serious bodily injury to another person, namely the complainant, the victim, you committed an act clearly dangerous to human life, causing the death of the complainant by shooting the victim with a firearm. So it looks like you're charged with murder in two different methods that can be used in the commission of the crime of murder under the murder statute. You were facing, if convicted, no less than 5 nor more than 99 years confinement in prison or life imprisonment, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand what you're charged with and the punishment range? So, okay. Looking at this probable cause affidavit, that's it states at approximately 12 midnight on, this says December 31st. So right after midnight on New Year's Eve of last year. Walmart police observed a Kia traveling southbound on North 11th with its emergency flashers activated. They stopped the vehicle. A traffic stop was attempted. The Kia continued southbound at a high rate of speed and crashed into a police patrol vehicle, the intersection of 11th and Calder, major intersection in the city. Police approached the vehicle, saw that it was occupied by a male driver and another individual who was identified as Christian Burkett in the rear passenger seat. Burkett was suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. And EMS responded, but he died of his injuries. The driver advised that the victim had been shot at the Northridge Manor Apartments. on further investigation of that shooting. It apparently occurred in the parking lot of the 100 series apartments at 4155 Maida here in Beaumont. Witnesses' accounts were taken by investigators. Video evidence indicated that the suspects had fled to apartment number 147. Two males were contacted inside the apartment and were detained. They were identified as a Leon Goodman and Ashton Bendy. Witness was located who stated saw you and Goodman firing firearm at the victim who collapsed on the pavement. And investigators found physical evidence at the scene which corroborated the witness's account. So you were subsequently indicted for the first degree felony of murder here, and being indicted about a half ago. And you were facing no less than 5, no more than life imprisonment and a fine up to $10,000. The bond is presently at $1 million, correct? Okay. You're the movement. Go ahead, Mr. Burbank.
Your Honor, as the court is probably all aware, he does not have sufficient funds. Juvenile at the time, he was certified. He's currently living of the trial. He does have family here. And would go and live with his mom. GPS. Curfew. You're asking that the bond be reduced down to $250,000. Excuse me.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm here.
Are you getting better? Are you getting better?
I think I'm always getting better. But beginning.
They give you 15, 20 minutes at best.
Yeah. Pretty soon you'll have your own radio show.
He does have a limited criminal history judge, though. He went to the top of the class with this offense. We think that there's more to this story, but that would have to be at the time. I could put
Okay, so he was.
I could put on evidence that says he has no assets.
So does everyone agree from what we know, the defendant was 16 years of age at the time of this event? Is that right?
Sounds like
Everybody, you were born on February 2nd of 2009.
Yes.
This allegedly occurs on December 30th of 2025, 4 months ago. And so you would have been 16 years of age, and a month later you would have, well, you're 17 now.
Yes.
But you were 16 at the time.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, State.
Judge, you know what my response is going to be, that the bond is sufficient. This is just another, unfortunately, every headline we see these days are these young people with guns shooting each other and killing each other. And we're trying to put a stop to it, but they won't stop. So we've got to keep them locked up just for the safety of the community. If he's already been witness shooting one person, I don't know what he'll do if he gets out. We've got witnesses, we got people out there in the community that need to feel safe. And we can't do it if these people aren't running around shooting and killing each other in apartment complexes and parks.
Short response to it.
Yes.
I mean, he does have a limited criminal history because of his age. I assume that he was certified because they would run out of jurisdiction. And with that, the society can be safe. People are posting bonds all the time, but it's excessive of $1 million. That's the reason why I'm asking for $250,000. What could you be in home confinement?
It's feeling.
Okay, so, well, once again, this occurs on 12/30/2025. The victim's birth date, is everybody agreeing that's 12/15/08?
That's correct.
2008?
Good. That's correct. Good.
So he had just turned 17?
That's what
He's not an adult yet. He had just turned 17 years of age?
Correct, Judge.
Is everybody agreeing on that? So 16-year-old kills a 17-year-old in this city. Again. At midnight. And at a apartment complex, apparently.
Yes, sir.
And victim is shot in the head. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay, here's the problem with the court. What the court has. I've got little to work with except one underage non-adult kills another non-adult and who hadn't reached 18 yet, and using firearms. And I'm looking at the circumstances here that apparently the evidence clearly shows it's the defendant that caused it. We don't know what's behind it. I don't know what's behind it, but I do know that a person who hadn't reached adulthood is killed. And the killing occurs at a multifamily set of apartment dwellings where everybody gets to have to live the violence and the experience of somebody being killed out in the parking lot. A young person who's not even an adult yet. I find that atrocious. And what the court has to do is set a bond. And what information I have, which isn't much at all, shows that $1 million is not excessive. It doesn't show. I don't know much about you, but what I do know is that you're charged with killing another young person. You shouldn't have a weapon. You shouldn't be using weapons. Even adults shouldn't use it irresponsibly, but you're 16, you're killing 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And whoever, I can't
Step outside, please.
Yeah, oh, but you can leave the room. You just interrupted this proceeding. I'll hold you in contempt and put you in jail for 6 months. I don't want to do that, but you will leave the room because you interrupted us. Leave the room right now or you will be arrested. Thank you. Who is that? Your mom?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm sure she's not happy about what's going on. But she's got to follow the rules like everybody else does. Meanwhile, this court finds this court finds that there isn't sufficient evidence to change, to influence this court to change this current bond assessment. And so it will continue to be $1 million because what I do know, what is clear, is that the sanctity of life, especially for people who aren't even adults, needs to be treated as it has of great value. And nothing. If any believable reason to suggest that you didn't commit murder by intentionally and knowingly without good cause, killing another person who was not even an adult yet. So this court's going to continue to stand by a bond that reflects the sanctity of life, especially for children who aren't even adults yet. They should live and they shouldn't be killed in a terroristic type fashion by a firearm, by usage of a firearm. And 16-year-old shouldn't be using a firearm and misusing a firearm and killing others with it. And so those are the principles I believe we should stand by, especially in this county. That's the 22nd largest county with the 16th highest crime. We need to be firm on dealing with irresponsible, violent behavior. That's the court's rules. That is all.
Be absolute.